Welcome back to the manor, our all-American ghouls and night owls. Tonight's feature, as we have been witnessing, is My Son the Vampire, a film in which Bela Lugosi, a man who once made audiences faint with terror, agreed to share a marquee with an Irish washerwoman in a film about her son possibly being a vampire, or possibly just British. It's hard to tell. The accents do a lot of the heavy lifting. Folks, I want to talk to you tonight about something important, something patriotic, something that frankly this very film has reminded me of. Why we left England. Now, history books will tell you it was about taxation, representation, tea. Apparently, though nothing seems clear on what specifically went wrong with the tea. But I've done research, by which I mean I've watched the first 40 minutes of this movie twice. And I think the real reason is simpler. Exhibit A, Old Mother Reilly. This is a fully grown man in a dress doing what the film insists is comedy for 73 minutes. There is no punchline. There is only duration. I have compiled additional evidence. Now bear with me. Exhibit B, cricket. No, not the insect. A sport where the joke is that nothing happens for 5 days, and then it rains. And that's considered a satisfying ending. I guess that's why it's more popular in India than in England. Exhibit C, the British sitcom convention, where a man hides in a closet for a misunderstanding-based reason, and the entire studio audience treats this as the funniest thing that has ever occurred to a human being. And then the BBC has to go and put that on PBS. Exhibit D, any joke that begins with, hello, what's all this then? There are 40 more jokes after that opening, and not one of them lands. And yet the constable says it again in the sequel. And did you know that Scotland Yard isn't even in Scotland? So when George Washington crossed the Delaware, cold, freezing, men without proper boots, I like to imagine what really pushed him over the edge wasn't about the tea tax. It was a letter from London, from King George, containing a transcript of a music hall routine about a vicar, a ladder, and a case of mistaken identity involving a goat. General Washington read it. He looked at his men, and he said, "Gentlemen, we're doing this tonight." I believe that was the same reason why Jefferson wrote the Declaration. All right, that's not historically documented, but honestly, looking at Old Mother Reilly's son apparently being seduced by a vampire countess in this film while wearing what I can only describe as confused tweed, I believe it in my soul. Even though I don't really know what's going on in this movie at all. So tonight, as we continue to roll My Son the Vampire, aka London, Vampire Over London, aka Mother Reilly Meets the Vampire, I ask you to do something. Stand. Find a flag. Any flag. Doesn't have to be ours. We're not that picky. And say it with me. We left for many reasons. But mostly we left because somewhere, a man named Mother Reilly was about to fall down some stairs for the 11th time. And someone in the room was going to laugh. And we could not, in good conscience, be in that room. God bless America. God bless boundaries. And God help anyone watching the sequel. Good thing this is the last Old Mother Reilly movie. So we'll be right back, Manor Dwellers. Don't touch that dial. It's haunted. Also, it's just a knob. There's no dial. This is a streaming service. I don't know why you still say that. Alright, roll it, Igor.